and I thought that would be the coolest thing ever, and it would have been. But things change within a whole year. It's hard to keep up with something for an entire year. Uh, it's okay. After I kind of figured it out, or whatever, I thought, what, I'm this far. Sweatpants weren't really isn't the biggest thing. It's just the personal gain, the I guess sentimental, if that term is being used correctly here, value of getting it done. So, and then I also want to thank basically everyone that supported me, even if you weren't part of the parkour group, sorry, or whatever. Sorry, I'm having this. It's annoying. Um, basically, like, because in a earlier video, quite some time, a little while back, uh, someone said that I should stop doing the videos, and I just remember how I feel like around like five people just commented. He's like, "Hey, great job, man! Like, keep doing what you're doing." And I thought that was incredible because these were people that I didn't always talk to. There are some people that I haven't talked to in a while, people that I don't keep in contact with because you meet people, you have classmates and stuff, but they might be a friend at school, but they're not that kind of person you want to always just make time for or whatever. You get my point here. uh, yeah. So I really appreciated that. So thank you everyone that kind of stood up for me in that situation. And then, of course, I know if people remember another friend telling me, he's like, "Yeah, I was talking with this other guy, and I mentioned I mentioned you to him, meaning he mentioned me to some other guy. He's like, "Oh, is that the guy that does all the parkour stuff? Wow, really hate that guy." So I don't know. It's just kind of interesting in a way. Uh, and of course, my big disclaimer at the beginning of the challenge or not the beginning of the challenge, but when I started posting to Facebook, my big thing, basically explaining what I was doing and how it was just putting it up and not for likes or attention, whatever. It's just so it's out there and it's proof that it's being done. Uh, and yeah, so some videos got likes, some people even tagged others, and I thought that was kind of cool. It's like, oh, okay, these people are just yeah. There's always just a couple views at least. Uh, I believe the lowest was 4 views, and it's like I was amazed that I even got that much like at least that every day. This is at least 4 people were actually watched it. So just like so just thanks for that. Like if some of you actually watch it every day or not, whatever. But there's definitely something new and interesting doing this for the whole year because I know I always struggled, and I apologize for doing a lot of things in a row, especially push-ups later during the challenge for the last while. Just push-ups, different types of push-ups, all that. Blah, 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 blah. The one push-up I will not apologize, though, is for my behind my back clap push-up. I no, that was great. I am proud of that one. um, yeah. So, but I always liked it when I did something new, whatever, and especially love how my best trick was my round off back tuck. The where I put my hands on the ground, I basically do a 180, land facing the other way, and then jump into a backflip. So that was always my favorite. Um, hmm. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of the next thing to say, or maybe just to cut it off here. Just trying to see if there's other people I want to thank, or just something I want to say to you in general. Hmm. I think that's it. Um, Maybe I'll say a little bit just about 2016 in general, not including the challenge. So, 18 minutes in, uh, just skip ahead to whatever to the video, to my final video and my day one video. But now I'm just gonna kind of ramble more. Uh, Definitely had a lot of things happen. Uh, so what was it? Yeah, so at the beginning of 2016, still working at Flipside. I loved working at Flipside. It was such an incredible experience. I met so many great people, uh, whether it was co-workers, uh, and other classmates, and especially my students, um, which were some of my favorite part. Great co-workers, be of course Chris, be Sarah Higgins, Carly Dams, or Dames. Sorry, I don't know. I don't think I ever had to pronounce your name before, your last name before. Uh, Cheryl, and so those are the people. So of course, Ginny. Uh, I'm having a total brain fart here. I am so sorry if I'm forgetting you, and I worked with you. I feel terrible about that. Um, you get my point, though. Basically, everyone that worked there, I appreciated all of your input in order to help me become a better coach. And then, of course, my classmates, being ones I before mentioned, would be Tanner, would be Will, Dustin, Ren, as he came in later, Skylar, uh, Joshua for a little bit. He was there for a little bit. Uh, then there were the younger guys, uh, Isaac and Cohen. Holy crap! Another total brain fart. Who was he? Oh, damn it! Come on, remember. Arlo. Oh, that was
Andrew.
it, Arlo. So, get on Arlo
Andrew.
as well. Oh, he's a pretty shy guy, but yeah, he was always cool. Uh, Great classmates. We always had a blast, laughing, joking, just about the stupidest things, as guys typically do. Um, I could have had a really bad time at school, maybe a really bad day at school, or maybe I had a really bad day of just teaching, because a lot of time I would teach my classes and then transition straight into my own class with Chris, and I'd miss out like on the first like 45 minutes or something of my class, which is fine. But it would always, most of the time, like grand majority of the time, excuse me, lighten my mood. And the students, they say like the students teach the teacher. Like everyone says that, and whenever I thought that, I thought this like, well, that's just dumb. That's not their job. The teacher teaches the kids. How do they teach them? Her anyway. Anything. I've never been more wrong. I've learned a lot from students being, uh, sometimes like from one sometimes being as young as maybe being in grade 4, grade 5, or whatever, to being kids in grade 9 or 10. I'm pretty sure. Sorry, I just knew my groups based off of mixed, or just all girls or all boys, and just by their names. I didn't really classify them as their age sort of group. They're different sized. Okay, so different skill set for different sized other human children. Um, no, it's not me like something new. Like, hey, you saw this? Or you heard about this new sort of like workout or this new trick or something? It's like, or I want to try this, and it's something I haven't heard of, or I would do my very best to help them achieve that. Uh, and I thought that was a great experience. So later in 2016, um, during the end of the school year. June was when that was going to be the end of my time. I was hoping to actually come back after the next school year, but things happened. Just got complicated, and just wasn't able to work there again, which was unfortunate.